Hey guys, welcome to my 8,000 day world tour, the highly anticipated world tour that we've all been waiting for. If you guys have missed the previous videos at 6,000 days and 4,000 days, you guys will find that over on my YouTube channel. We stream this world every single day live on Twitch at 1:30 Pacific Standard Time. We are currently now just about to hit 2,000 hours in this world. I believe this is around 950 hours or something like that. So 81 real life play days that we've played in this world. We are currently at 8,008 days. I really hope you guys enjoy the video. Leave a like and a comment, and hopefully we'll see you guys in the live streams. Remember, we're there every single day. We're a super welcoming community, and I hope to see you guys there. Enjoy. So we're going to start this world tour off at the Wither Skelly farm. This is where we left off the last world tour video. For those of you guys who might be able to see a little short little clip of where this was at about a month and a half ago. So this project has taken us about 2.5 months to complete. And I'll fly around here so you guys can see the sheer size of this place. So the diameter of this whole area is 256 by 270 blocks in all directions. We have the Wither Skelly farm out here in the middle. I'll show you guys that. We didn't use any tutorials for that. We kind of just winged it. Got a little volcano in here. This is going to be an ongoing project that we will be revisiting over and over again with time. So we got the crystals. We got a couple of these broken pillars and stuff like that, just to add a little bit of something in this whole area. So over here we have ourselves the creeper head, the wither boss head, and the wither skelly head. And it actually has two intersections right here. So you guys can see that we already have like a bunch of wither skellies spawning in here. So that's an intersection right there. That's an intersection right there. So we have two intersections. So what we did, we placed down a bunch of soul soil with a ton of wither roses so we could farm this out. There's actually 2 layers to this farm. We have this top layer right here, and we have a bottom layer down below. But you will see that the wither skelly will spawn in and try to kill the piglins right here, and then just fall all the way down to their death, as you can see over there. And that's where they fall into the kill chambers. So we go back over here. I'll show you guys a little bit of the bridge that we have in place here. So we have a fog effect underneath the bridge. We got beacons. We've got the banners, everything like that to kind of give us that, to set the tone of this whole farm. This is obviously a beacon farm, for those of you guys who know what Wither Skellies drop. This is also an ascension project for Linkzzey. So if we come into here, we got these little steps right here, these little wither beacons. And these guys are actually held up by these propelling. These are supposed to be like little propellers that kind of hold up these platforms, so that it kind of makes sense for like floating there. But this is Linkzzey, the god of the underworld. So this entire build is dedicated to Linkzzey. So we got some fake withers up here on the walls. We got end crystals to kind of take up a little bit more space. Obviously have more beacons in here. This is Linkzzey on his throne, holding his Nether star. And we also have a little bit of a hardcore heart here, made out of the red nether brick and everything like that. These 2 tubes right here, you guys will actually see these. This is where the wither skellies will fall down, and they'll fall down into that little lava blade right there that will reset their fall damage, so I can kill them later. If we go down these stairs, you'll see that we got a bunch of people who have also immortalized in here. Just a quick little easy way of getting all the way down here. So this is our first section of this area. We got another pixel art right here. We actually came up with a really cool design for a floor here too. This is carpet with ender chests underneath to give it a really cool like purpley glow to it. That kind of goes really nice with the crying obsidian. And then once we come down here, this is kind of like our storage / kill chamber area. So if we come into here, this is like the little bit of the overflow. This is where we transfer all of our resources that we get from the Wither Skelly farm back over to our base. Overflow storage right here, all the amenities, all that kind of stuff. And then this is where everything kind of gets like collected. So this is how many skulls we have so far, just from this farm alone. So I'd say it's fairly effective. We've already cleaned everything out. We also have more wither skulls over here, bones, and then we also get coal from this farm. So got the 2 dudes over here. We go up on here. Sometimes it could be a little bit tough. You just gotta like launch your way up here. This is the actual Wither Skelly farm itself. There's probably about like 75 wither skellies up in here. And we just swipe away. And this is where we get all of our resources for this. Not the fastest design that you've ever seen, but because it has such a massive structure around it that kind of slow down the rates. But we already got like 3 wither skulls just from one swipe. So that's the wither skelly farm. That's where it kind of ended up at. We'll throw the bones away and all that kind of stuff, and then we'll move on to the next build. So we'll just chuck that into the garbage. Done. To get out of here, just slime launch your way up, and then we can go right back up the stairs. So fairly efficient for XP. Very, very, very efficient for like bones, coal, all that kind of stuff. Now it just adds in like a brand new, 2 brand new building blocks that we can now work with. All right, so if we go through here, this will take us out to the nether roof. Oh, also one quick thing to add, we also have nether stars up in the ceiling. We use vanilla tweaks that allows us to turn item frames invisible and stuff like that. Just a simple aesthetic thing. Kind of make things look cool. All right. We fly across here. And we go through here. We will be making a proper like connected tunnel and everything like that in the future to kind of connect up that whole area. So this is the nether ceiling right here. If we fly our way out here, this is the gold farm. This is our second ascension. Or another one of our ascensions. So this gold farm is about 17 layers high. If we actually go up to the very top here, we don't AFK in this world, but this is a kind of a good way of seeing just how fast this thing is. We don't get any of the drops like swords. We don't get experience or anything like that. We've already get enough of that as it is. Basically, how this farm works is the zombified piglins are basically attracted to that turtle egg right there, and then they fall all the way down to the very bottom, where we have a filtration system that filters out all the swords and the rotten flesh and all that kind of stuff down here at the gold gobbler. So you'll see them all falling down here. And then all the gold just gets collected up in here. And then all the other stuff just gets yeeted out into there. This is our very first bartering hall right here. So this is where we used to trade all of our gold before we built the mansion or the castle in the sky. And we'll go over that here in a second. But this is the whole hub here. This whole area is supposed to be dedicated straight up to gold. We got the big giant piles of gold right here on the sides. And then obviously the storage system right here. Fairly simple design. So since we don't AFK in this world, we had to get a little bit more creative with how we were going to trade our gold with the piglins, but also gain gold at the same time. So this is the sky castle here. It's supposed to be on top of a glass cloud, and we wanted to build something out of diorite just to kind of prove that we could make diorite kind of look nice. So I'm really happy with the way this whole thing turned out. We fly up into here. We have all the guards here who guard Aptrix on his throne. He is supposed to be the wizard chicken. So he's a magical wizard chicken. We'll do all the lore of all these videos. We'll have uploads on every single one of the Ascension builds, the whole lore, the whole backstory, why they're even gods in this world, and all that kind of stuff. So I'll show you guys over here. If we come up here, this is where we trade out all of our with all of our piglins. So we got the dispensers up there, the droppers right there. They fall into a gold pressure plate. Trade him, and it's just a continuous automated system. Completely spawn proof too. And then all of the drops, all of them get collected in here. Sadly, there's no way to filter it all out. So this is kind of like where we're at right now. After this, we'll go over to our very first Ascension project that we have ever built here. So go through here. All right. So this is the Ocean Monument. This is for the God of the Sea, Outsider. Our very first Ascension project. One of our very first big builds that we ever built in this world. So it's got 140 block diameter around the entire Ocean Monument. And then we also dug it all the way down to bedrock. This is clear glass. So we have connecting borderless glass all along here. So it looks like it kind of gives us a really cool effect, like we're walking on the bedrock or we're floating above the bedrock. But it's really nice, just glass. Just we get that through Opifine and vanilla tweaks and all that kind of stuff. Anyways, this is Outsider right here. He's the god of the sea. He will also get his own lore video and why he is the god of the sea and the whole story behind this. But he's got all of his guards here who guard him on his throne, all with the tridents. And as you can see here, this is the monument itself, risen out of the ocean and completely drained out with giant tridents holding it up in its place. And then we got a nice little fountain as the focal point to kind of give it a little bit of color here in the middle. So you'll see like we got a little bit of a coral reef down here, tons of fish, all that kind of stuff. What else we got here? We got the drowned statues over here. So these guys, obviously it's got the drowned theme. So we got these little drowned statues. It's supposed to be like these little fountain areas to kind of take up a little bit of the space. Obviously, this is the farm itself. I'll show you guys the inside here. It's pretty empty in there, but I'll show you guys how the farm works. This is also another farm we kind of just winged, so we didn't really watch any tutorials or anything like that. So this is the whole collection system. You guys can see all the guardians falling into place. This is all the crystals that we got, all the shards, and then they go all the way up to like here. It's pretty much completely filled up. We've been trying to go through as many blocks as we possibly can. And we just is where we come to get all of our sea lanterns and all of our bricks and all that kind of stuff. The monument itself has a quad beacon up top, completely hidden. So we'll go on through here. The pallet for this guy was obviously warped logs that are stripped with warped planks and blackstone. We also have the sea lanterns to kind of help light it up too at night. Inside of here, this is an ongoing project that we will be tackling in the future, but this is just how the farm works basically. It's just soul soil that gets that shoots the guardians up and then pushes them into the central kill chamber where they fall to their death and then burn alive inside the soul fire. Okay, down here, I'll show you guys the boat that's inspired by Pirates of the Caribbean. So this is supposed to be our boat that's completely sunken down at the bottom of the ocean. We decided to use warp wood for this to kind of give it that like a little bit more of like there's like algae or mold or whatever it is on there. So you'll see like we've got a bunch of people on here too, kind of just hanging out. This guy's about to get shot out of a cannon. This guy's trying to blow it up. But if we come up into here, we also found we were on a slime chunk. So we put we put these pressure plates everywhere all over this boat to make this completely spawn proof as well. We've got a dragon out here. So this little dragon's supposed to be our dude out here in the front. Pretty cool little thing to do. We'll run right here on the bell. This guy navigates the boat. This guy guards the navigator. We have people who are hanging out on the I don't know what these things are supposed to be called, but we got people hanging out up there on the plank. I'm pretty happy with the way this boat turned out. This is probably the first boat I've ever built in Minecraft. We even have Ego, who's supposed to be driving the boat. Down here, this is where we start and stop every single one of our Twitch streams. Right here in the chair. This is where I kind of like welcome everybody in and everything like that. So yeah, we also utilize vanilla tweaks to allow us to put items down on the table and stuff like that to kind of give it a little bit more of like a little bit more character and stuff like that. We also have like a treasure map up on the wall. We got our parrot, Jack Sparrett. Got a dog out there in the corner, these banners and stuff like that. All that kind of cool stuff. We also have like weapons up on the thing and then tools as well. Down here, this is where we keep up all the loot. So we got like a bunch of we got all kinds of gold down here. So this is where the pirates keep all their loot and stuff like that. We can also shoot off these. They will shoot off a fire charge that can actually light this portal too. So I'll show you guys the Hall of Fame now. So this is our very first Hall of Fame that we ever built in this world. This is the OG Hall of Fame. So the way that this works is that basically you get yourself a plot. If you're watching the streams live on Twitch, and you kind of you build it up over time as your own hardcore character. So this is a fully done out plot. You kind of start to acquire things as you go. The longer you watch the channel, the more channel points you get, and you kind of build on that. So we've got everybody in here. This is supposed to be the very first Hall of Fame. There was no real theme to this, except we kind of wanted to continue through and kind of blend it in. But we've got about four new 4 brand new, I think we have 4 Hall of Fames now. So we'll go through them all right now. So this is the OG one. So we got Crying Obsidian for the roof. We got the Basalt. We've got the Blackstone trim. All that kind of stuff. If we go through this painting right here, this takes us out to the Harry Potter Hall of Fame. So we got floating candles. That's supposed to be kind of like the dining hall in Harry Potter. Just the floating candles that just kind of hang out. We come down here. We use calcite for the floor. Obviously crimson, and we used nether brick. We wanted to give it kind of like a different kind of feeling from all the other ones. So you'll see everybody in the Hall of Fame here. So we also have the corresponding colors. So we got like Ravenclaw, Gryffindor, and then the very first one too is Slytherin with the green. And then obviously we end off with Hufflepuff and all that kind of stuff. So if we continue on through here. We got a little bit of like an open area right here. And then this is our Zelda Hall of Fame. So this is where you'll see everybody in here. This is supposed to give it like a little bit of like an overgrown look too. So if we come through here, you'll see the whole overgrown look. It's supposed to look like the woods inside Zelda with the leaves draping down and all that kind of stuff. So we also have the Triforce here at the very end with the Master's Sword that's supposed to be over here in the Lodestone. We got the Master's Sword inside the Lodestone right here. So we got everybody in place here. This is supposed to be like a little bit of a different vibe here. People will be able to buy like horses and all that kind of stuff around here. On this side, this one is still currently being worked on. So on this side we have the Star Wars Hall of Fame. So it's supposed to be Siths on one side, Jedi on the other side. It's supposed to be a tie between like Tatooine and Mustafar with the Blackstone, except instead of using like regular sandstone or regular sand, we decided to go with red sand and everything like that. We also have like a little bit of smoke pluming through the floor. We got the shroom lights with the pressure plates and all that kind of stuff. Make it look like a little bit of like a wasteland. This one is not 100% done yet. We do plan on putting something at the very end here to kind of tie it all in together, give it that Star Wars feel. Now we're gonna go head on over towards the second ascension we ever built, which is gonna be our slime farm. All right, so if we go through this portal right here, this will take us out to the slime village. So this whole area is supposed to be dedicated to a slime farm. So we'll start right here with the pyramid right here. This is supposed to be an ascension for Colonel Collar. He's supposed to be the god of slime. He's supposed to be like an old pharaoh who used to rule this land. So we come through here. We access the pyramid through here. Got these nice basalt pillars with like the green. We have our slimes right here. We got Chunky Boy. We got these little slime altars where we could pray to the slime gods. And a little bit of a different floor too. So we got, I think we got yellow glass, sea lanterns, and the pressure plates to kind of help them blend in. We got Slime Shady right here. This is Colonel right here. He's lying down on his, his quote-unquote throne, but he's actually just dead. But he's hanging out. He's got his, obviously all of his riches behind him. These are all the guards who guard him. So if any thieves come in here and all that kind of stuff, these guys will come alive and defend him and make sure that nobody steals his loot. So these guys all have the sights and stuff like that. They all just kind of hang out. All cats, obviously, because the pharaohs used to worship cats. Felt fitting. Come through here. And I'll show you guys a little bit more about this whole area. I guess we'll start at the front gate here, and I'll show you guys a little bit of the wall that we built. This is supposed to be the slime wall that we built right here. Kind of give you guys a little bit of the outside of this thing. Making a gate this big was a little bit challenging, but I wanted to make it look like it was kind of closed off from everything. So we got the Slime King up there. And then like the whole area behind here. This is also still in development though. So we got the Slime King. We could just like fly through here. We got the front gate here. And then to our right, this was supposed to be one of our, this was an interesting build, actually. We built this thing out of smokers because I thought smokers looked really intriguing. Thought it would be something kind of cool to build out of. Never have done it before. I thought I'd give it a really cool look. So this is supposed to be like a blacksmith forge. So if we come through here, we actually utilize the smithing tables for the ceiling in here as well. But we got this guy forging all the tools and the weapons and stuff like that. You can see him up on the walls. This is his forge right here. We got a couple pieces of armor over there. We got this giant hammer over here. All that kind of stuff. But this is where this guy works. He's got all of his stuff laid out. We get the micro blocks also through vanilla tweaks as well. We come through here. Over across here, this is our llama stable. This is where we keep all of our llamas. All different colors with the carpet and stuff like that. It's just supposed to be like a nice little area to keep all of our llamas and stuff like that. Just felt fitting for the whole area to have like llamas. But yeah, this build was a lot of fun here too. Pretty cool. We messed up the floor and everything like that by putting in the coarse dirt, the hay, the podzol, and all that kind of stuff. We mixed in a couple different items for the floor. But I'm pretty happy with the way this build turned out. This is a little bit of a map of the whole area. Kind of mapped it out. We wanted to see where like all of our pathways were going and stuff like that. Down here, this is where all the slime gets collected. So we kind of tried to go with a little bit of an interesting thing going on here. So this is powdered concrete with the slime, with the chains and everything like that. So that was a pretty interesting thing that we all came up with on stream. We wanted to also incorporate some of the red sandstone in here as well. So if we come all the way down here, it's a little bit of a steep go. But this is where all of the slime gets collected right here. So all the slime balls that come through our farm just get filtered into this this whole area right here through a dropper. Kind of gets shot up and then filtered out. You can see that we also mix in a couple other little blocks here to kind of give it a little bit of a variation as well. After this, we'll show you guys the slime factory. Slime factory is supposed to be kind of like the way that we process all the slime, because slime is supposed to be the main source of income in this world. So they ship out all kinds of slime, all that kind of stuff. And this is where they make their money. So this is a slime crime factory right here. We have all these barrels right here. These are supposed to be filled up with like slime and all that kind of stuff. We got workers. So we got every single day, 1:30 Pacific Standard Time. We come on through here. This is supposed to be like a full-blown factory. So we got the conveyor belt system right here where we break down all the slimes, load them up, ship them out, all that kind of stuff. We got Frank here. He works here endlessly. He basically he never gets a day off. There's not enough staff here and stuff like that. But it's basically just an assembly line of like breaking it down. We also got a little bit of a story here. We got the creeper throwing slime balls at Frank. We got the llama spitting at the creeper for bullying him. We also got the wandering trainer trying to hold back the llama from being, you know, mad. This guy's just hanging out, just eating seeds. We got a couple little signs here and all that kind of stuff. We've got a sticky floor up in here. Obviously very accident prone. All that kind of stuff. We even got like a little work bell. So yeah, that's the slime crime factory. We come across here. This is Frank's house. Little fishing hut. This is where he lives. Not really the nicest place or anything like that, but it gets the job done. He sleeps up here whenever he needs to go to bed and whatnot. He also has a little patio out here where he can kind of look at the water and stuff like that. He's really close to the docks. Come on through here. He's got his boat. We also got this little this little fireplace right here. These are actual, like, these are supposed to be iron helmets, but they're buried underneath the sand to kind of look like a little bit of a different fire pit. Make it look like there's soot on the rocks. Got this chicken kind of hanging out and stuff like that. They kind of vibe. If we jump through here, this is supposed to be the dock area. If we come down here, this is like kind of where all the boats are going to be all set up and stuff like that. All got like all kinds of people up on here, but this is the slime factory right here. And that's the slime farm down there. So we got, we're also getting slime from like the walls and stuff like that. So you'll see the cart will kind of come through here. You can also see all the slimes down there. So basically the slimes get loaded up into here and then loaded up through there. A little bit of a conveyor belt system. Don't know how many layers we have here. I want to say we have about 7 layers. iron golems here in the middle to attract all the slime. So as soon as the slime spawn in, they see the iron golem, and then they try to attack the iron golem. Where they fall, they die inside of the soul fires down there, and they get all collected up and stuff like that. And then while we're at it, this is our hot air balloon. It's supposed to be a little bit of a slime hot air balloon. So this thing was a lot of fun to build as well. This is the very first hot air balloon we've ever built. So that was very interesting to do. We'll head on over towards the club. So if we come over here towards the club, this is supposed to be kind of like the happening place where everybody can kind of come to at the end of the day and kind of unwind. We got 3 different layers to this guy. So we got the bar, like the first floor where people can kind of like sit down, have some drinks. We got the DJ Pablo up in here, playing all his records, making sure the vibe is right. We got the bartender out here cleaning his cups, some kegs up here and set up. It's a couple other really cool records and stuff like that. And a couple other people just kind of like hanging out, having some drinks at the end of the day. That's our bouncer. Got to have another bouncer over here as we make our way up to the second floor. Second floor's got a nice little patio area. We got another little DJ right out here on the water. If people want to like kind of sit down, have some drinks with the cool little umbrellas. Guy's sketchy. If we come on through here, we got even more kegs kind of set up in place. A little bit of like a lounge area. And this is the front porch. Then we have our VIP area, which you can't really access unless you have wings. But we also have a hot tub. We have a hot tub up here. This is where the VIPs kind of hang out and relax, dance and party and all that kind of stuff. We also have another DJ up in here, DJ Legos, with a couple of little chairs and stuff like that. So this is where all the rich people live. After that, I'll show you guys the lighthouse as soon as it turns night, because it is fully functional. You guys will see the light turn on. I can show you guys this build right here. This is supposed to be the energy, where we get all of the energy in here. So we got a little bit of a water tower over there. This is where we get all the energy. You guys can see the lights are starting to turn on now. Not fully on just yet, just because the sun's not all the way down. But these are supposed to be like our power coils and everything like that. We got people working on the power coils to kind of keep them like kind of operational. You'll see like this is where we get all of our power from here. Because if we go to the other side of this thing, there's actually a little bit of a water wheel where we help generate the power in this whole area. So the lighthouse, you can see that the lights are they're on, they're working. This was a really cool and fun build. We kind of mixed in like red concrete with with the powder. Same thing goes with the white. Kind of built it up a little bit with the stone and everything like that. But if we come inside of here, we're gonna be moving in a girl. Her name's gonna be Felicia. So we got a little bit of like a book area because she loves to read and everything like that. And then she also sleeps up here. This is her bedroom. Right up in here. This is where, because she kind of lounges. She's got a small little kitchen and all that kind of stuff. Kind of where she just kind of hangs out. All right. This right here is our pet shop. If anybody wants to buy animals or anything like that, they just come over here. Come through here. We got the like, little bit of a receptionist and all that kind of stuff. An aquarium tank and all that kind of stuff. This is supposed to look like a... we look at this. This is supposed to look like a dog. So the dog wearing a hat. So we got the hat. We got the ears. We got the eyes. We got the little nose. And we also have the little tongue right here. So it's supposed to look like a little dog and all that kind of stuff. And then we got all kinds of different animals, right? We got the mushroom. We got chickens. We got a turtle and all that kind of stuff. Little bee action. This rabbit. You know? So that was a really cool build. This is like our outdoor market right here. So if we enter the outdoor market from in here, we got the guy who sells all the dyes and stuff like that. He's got his little stall. We got a little fishing stall right here if you want to buy some fresh fish. Little well. You want to come in through here. This is where we get all a little bit more water from the ground, deep down into the ground. We got a butcher right here. You want to buy your fresh meat. A little bit of a plant. If you want to buy some plants or whatever. A little honey stand. You want to buy some honey and whatnot. A nice little leather making stand and all that kind of stuff. You want to buy some like armor or whatever. And of course, a water stand. Can't be living out here in the middle of the desert if you don't have a nice little place to get some refreshments. So that was a pretty... I had a lot of fun building a lot of these little stands and stuff like that, especially with all the colors and stuff like that. But not saying that all markets in this area are really cool. This down here, working on the entrance, is supposed to be our secret little area where we sell all of the black market goodies. So we got the end crystal here, a bunch of like rare materials and stuff like that, the totem, rabbit's feet, the dragon head, eggs, and all this kind of stuff around here. We got Shadowstone. He helps run this place. But this is where you're going to go if you want to buy anything that's kind of like part of the black market. All right. I think we only got like one more build to show off here, which is going to be the bakery. You guys want to come over here to the bakery? We were trying to build something with brick that didn't look completely terrible. It is hard to build with brick. But it's just like a small little bakery if you want to buy yourself some cake or anything like that. So we got a nice little oven right here where we bake all of our cakes and stuff like that. Then we got a little bit of a display for all the items if you want to buy anything. Right out here in front of the window and whatnot. So that's that. After this, I'll show you guys the iron farm. So we have our iron farm out in the spawn chunks. The iron farm itself is not fully designed yet, but I'll show you guys where the storage room to that is. For those of you guys who are wondering where this ice tunnel goes, this will take us out to the spawn chunks actually. So you can see that we have an iron golem up there to indicate that this is where the iron farm is. We come through here. This place is 100% lit up just using the fire alone. We're not using any of the light sources, which is I felt it was pretty interesting, and obviously 100% spawn proof as well. We got buttons down, and you'll see even more people kind of up here with who have been immortalized and whatnot in this world and stuff like that. So if we continue to go all the way down here, you can also take a boat too, and we'll probably take a boat on the way back just to kind of show you how that goes. But I'll just walk through the first half just so you guys can get a good look at this. So we used ice, glass, lots of iron. Obviously, some warp wood for a little bit of accent color and stuff like that. But through here, this is where the iron farm itself is, or the storage room for the iron farm. So we use smithing tables for the floor. We got more people who have immortalized up on the walls. We have the iron golem right here offering us the poppy, like he would with all the villagers. This right here is where we store all of our iron and stuff like that. Completely cleaned it out, but this thing runs 24/7. We got all the iron we can ever ask for. And then all the poppies get filtered into bone meal and stuff like that. Kind of just like based off the theme that we had for the entire tunnel with the glass, sea lanterns, and the ice. So we'll head on back over here. I'll show you guys where the boat. Right here, we have a dispenser underneath one of those. So we just like sit on our pressure plate. We can get on our boat. And we can just, if we can get out of here, dude, we can boat our way back. Not as fast as it would be if we had blue ice or anything like that, but it still does the job. All right. So if I go through this portal, that will take us to our base. But before we do that, we will head on over towards the Enderman farm. We do have big plans to build some really big stuff out in the end realm. But we haven't gotten to that yet. So this is an ongoing project where we're going to be revamping the whole end portal and all that kind of stuff. So we go through here. This will take us out to our end dimension. We have killed the dragon 22 times in this world, so we have every single one of the gateways completely opened up. So we're now free to actually build out here. We kill all of our withers down through underneath the bedrock there. We have a beacon set up with strength and all that kind of stuff. This down here, this is our Enderman farm. So if we walk through here, this is supposed to be our void bridge. So this is black glass right here to make it look like we're just walking on the void. We have the purple glass along here and a little bit of the end rods to kind of help light this whole area up. But I wanted to make it look like we were just walking on nothing, basically. Over here, though, I wanted to put down the carpet to kind of help with the the Enderman teleporting out. Doesn't really work all that well, but still works very well. So we got ourselves the dragon egg over here, moving dragon head. We'll turn this down. These guys are incredibly loud. Little enchanting setup right here. And then this is where we kill all of our Endermen. So we just stand here and we just swipe away, whatever it is. All of our materials get picked up right here. We got extra chests just to yeet all the items and stuff like that. But yeah, that's the Enderman farm. I'll show you guys a little bit about how this works. So we'll just we'll fly out far enough to kind of despawn all the Endermen, and then we'll fly back. So I'm pretty sure this this farm works off of pack spawning, so that's why you'll see so many Endermen spawning in here. That's the reason why we have the leaf blocks around this whole spawning platform. It basically tricks the game into thinking that it can spawn more Endermen than it really can, because they can only really spawn on these stone blocks, but not on the leaf blocks. We just utilize these fence posts to kind of keep them on the track, and then they get attracted by an endermite right there. So very, very straightforward, fairly efficient, but they're not all one hit, sadly. Okay, so back here at the gold farm, if we head through this this portal right here, this will actually take us out to our actual base area. Let me just destroy this. Okay, so this is our nether portal right here. Kind of wanted to build a little bit of like, as soon as 1.16 came out, we wanted to build something kind of like the Soul Sand Valley. So we got this like little bone bridge right here that kind of goes through here. We also got some people down there that's dead, and all that kind of stuff. We wanted to build like the rib cages and stuff like that, inspired by the Soul Sand Valley and whatnot. But we live out here in the mesa biome, something that we've been trying to convert over to a masa biome for a very, very long time, and we'll get around to that. We got these little fissures in the ground too, to kind of make it look like it's cracked, all that kind of stuff. That's my main base. We'll get to that after. So we've been trying to convert this into a little bit more of like a lively environment, making it look like we're bringing life back into the mesa biome. We haven't added any trees to this whole section yet, but there are a couple little areas right here. We'll go over that bridge. We wanted to give it a very overgrown look. We got a nice little waterfall right here, some nice little rocks and stuff like that. We got ourselves a nice little ice cave over here as well, where we got some polar bears that kind of hang out and all that kind of stuff. Frostwalker guy. Got a couple of other guys up in here too. If we come over here, we got a little bit of a sewage pipe right here, and that will lead to a completely different build too. A little bit of a sewage pipe. Okay, so if we fly around here, this is my main base. The main way that we access our base is actually straight through the waterfall, where we can just like fly up in here. So this is the main layer of the base. I'll show you guys the up top after, and I'll explain a little bit more of the lore. But we will sleep the night away, and we'll go over the development on how many different storage rooms we had to build in this world. Okay, so this is our very first storage room that we built. Obviously, this didn't last us a whole long. We just keep all of our valuables in here. Got a nice little set of netherite armor up there that we kind of keep up there. We quickly outgrew this whole area. Our first little enchanting area. I still use this to this day to kind of enchant stuff. Before we head on over towards our second storage room and show you guys the automated storage room, we're going to show you guys this section of the base. A little area where we can farm up some wheat. This is our very first potion area right here. And then we started to expand out this way. So over there, this is where our main potion room is. Down here is actually where the creeper farm is connected. This is where we collect up all of our gunpowder for this world. When we come down through here, this is our very first tunnel we built here too. All these shulker boxes are completely filled up. You can hear that we're unloading gunpowder right now as we speak. And it filters into there. Oh yeah, every single one of these boxes is completely jam-packed with gunpowder. So we never have to worry about gunpowder or anything like that in this world. It's just a continuous going design. Whenever I'm around my base, it's constantly going. We've lit up all the caves underneath and everything like that, so no other mobs can really spawn in and really slow it down. Through here, this is the bridge that you guys saw from the outside. We decided to use campfires to kind of give it a really cool effect. We also use these gates here to give it a little bit of an archway here and all that kind of stuff. And obviously the overgrown look is what you'll see a lot. So if we come through here, this is our potion room. Decided to go with more basalt right here. We got glass, so you can't actually get back there or anything like that. Just wanted to kind of create a little bit of depth in the walls. Come on through here. This is where we craft up all of our potions. This is not an automated potion area. Everything here is manual, sadly. We got these boxes back here. We can kind of just like do whatever we need. And over here, we have a shifting floor design where we can harvest up all of our nether wart with a flick of a button, just like that. And then all we got to do is just replant it. We just like come through here, we replant it all, get all of our stuff. So this is just a small little nether wart farm just to kind of keep us going for whatever potions we want to do. So there's that. Okay, I'll show you guys the top bit of the main base, and then I will kind of explain why we're building out here in the mesa biome and stuff like that. A little bit of the lore behind why we're out here. The top part of the base, we fly through here. We could fly through the backs, or we can kind of go through the front. We'll get to these builds after, but this is like the main entrance of the base. We wanted to build out these big doors right here. I didn't want to make like a traditional door or anything like that. I just wanted to have like a way to like kind of get through here and stuff like that. But this is the upside of here. The top floor of this whole area. This is also where we jump down if we want to get down to the second layer. This side was attacked by pillagers. That's why they broke down our door. That's why this door is kind of like busted down. They even like left their banner here and stuff like that. And then that door's completely closed off. We got a creeper trying to go through the wall right there. We could fly out this area right here. This is above the waterfall. But these pipes right here are supposed to be bringing water into the mesa biome, and this is where it all started with the masa biome and creating life out here, which is definitely the most challenging part about building in the masa biome or the mesa biome is working with blocks that are not going to turn brown on you, like vines and stuff like that. It's very, very difficult. So over time, this thing will slowly start to transition. Our first trees that we ever built here too. All right. We'll get to our storage room after we show off these 3 builds right here. So this is our villager trading hall. Come through here. This is where we do all of our trading. Definitely outgrown this. We keep all our emeralds right here. Got a big stack of emerald piles right here. So we got all of our librarians around here. Got our masons. Got our farmers. So we come down here to the second layer. This is where we trade up all of our iron and stuff like that. And then we got all these guys around here too. So it's just kind of like a small little area to kind of trade around with. We also caught ourselves a Ravager. Keep him out here and behind the glass. He kind of keeps everybody in line. That was eventful. Trying to get that guy all the way over here. So we had to go through like a couple portals on that one. All right. Over here. This is obviously heavily inspired by when 1.16 first came out, but this is our sugarcane farm. Come through here. You can see all the sugarcane right here. It's currently off just because it does work off of a flying machine, and I'll show you guys how that works. Above this, we actually have a cactus farm that just continuously gets us cactus. If we ever need like green dye, cyan, whatever it may be, we can get it at any time we need. Coming on down here, it all works basically off a hopper clock. That as soon as all the items from one side transfers over to the other side, moves this redstone block that will shoot the flying machine back. This is where all the sugarcane gets collected down here. This is a nice little collection area right here. But I'll turn it on and I'll show you guys how it works. It's pretty straightforward. It's just a flying machine that will like kind of go across. Just flicking that lever. And you can see that it just harvests up. It basically docks right here. and then as soon as it's done docking, it will make its way back. We just got to make sure that we remember to turn it off. Also have a, pretty sure we also have a lodestone behind there too to kind of indicate where our base is at. And then the last build I'll show you guys before we show off our storage room. Currently off right now. This is where we get all of our beetroot, our carrots, and our potatoes. So we try to build a little bit of I think these are called like trellises or something like that. Kind of give it a little bit more of an open / safe feel. This is where all of our resources get collected right here. We also got boxes for carrots, potatoes, beetroot, all that kind of stuff. It all gets collected through here. So this is where we get a lot of our food. We got the little bit of composters, little beehives and stuff like that. I'll show you guys out that way after, which got some cool stuff to show over there. But before we do that, I'll show you guys where we expanded with all of our storage rooms. We'll be flying up into here. This is our second expansion of the storage room. This is when we realized that we needed a hell of a lot more space in this world because we started surviving even longer and longer. So this is just like something that we used to use back in the day. Nice little design. We actually utilize these barrels up here too. They're not just there for show. This is where we keep like other little knickknacks and stuff like that. We got a little furnace array through here. We got the bad roommate who just kind of hangs out. But this is a pretty straightforward design. We just got hoppers up, above, below, and actually behind the furnaces. We use the smithing tables also for the roof as well. And then everything just kind of gets collected back here and whatnot. We also have a sneaky looking crafting bench back there too, if we ever need to craft anything up. Come on and through here. Going down here, this is where our main storage room is. This is where we really needed to expand. This is where we really were like, damn, we have way too many resources, but not enough space in this world. So I'll show you guys this side down here, but this whole area is completely automated. So if I were to actually take out sticks, for example. Oh, we also have the fog effect down here too. We got the silos. And we have we got a couple slime friends who kind of like to hang out down here. Our overflow, all the items that we have way too much of. But if I were to like throw sticks in here, for example, we'll get shot out into here. Go up into the system. We still have a lot of room to expand. It'll make its way through all the hoppers right here. You can see that we have a visual representation of what's what. We also have micro blocks to show what's up too. But whenever an item is filtering through one column, you'll actually see the light turn on to show you guys that we're filtering. So you'll see that sticks are coming through right now. We try to use the micro blocks on the bottom here too. So if we're walking down here, we don't have to look up. If I'm looking up, I'm probably looking at the blocks from afar. So this is like our wool, terracotta, concrete, glass. But if I'm just like walking down here, then I know this is red sand. So I don't have to constantly be looking up. It's kind of like just two different ways of kind of seeing like what's up. We got all of our coal, all of our gold, iron, sea lanterns, you name it. We got a lot of it. I think we got tons of iron blocks too. We got all of our stairs that go along here. Stairs and the slabs. Kind of like filter on through here. So if we ever need any like slabs, we got a little bit of there, a little bit of stairs. We can just kind of see like what we have going on. All the wools. Obviously, we got tons of wool, and I'll show you guys the wool farm afterwards. This is all of our terracotta. We just try to keep it with the same theme. Just kind of keeping the colors all consistent. Over here, we have the concrete with the concrete powder right beside it as well. And we're still working on gathering up all the micro blocks for those. Coming over here, we have the glass. And then we have the clear glass at the very end. And then we got miscellaneous stuff, kind of like just like snow. Slime blocks that we get from our slime farm. Melons, pumpkins, you know, whatever it may be. Leather, carrots. Tons of coal from the Wither Skelly farm. We got tons of quartz through the bartering farm. All that kind of stuff. And then it just kind of continues all around here with all the new 1.17 blocks. And then all the slabs. And then all this area right here That's all open. And then from here, we can expand all through that too. So that's the top part of the storage room right here. We have tons of basalt through the when we were digging out the Wither Skelly farm. So all that silo, this silo, this silo, and this silo are all basalt. And then we have this one just dedicated just to stone for just from be doing like big digs and stuff like that. We also have all these completely filled up with stone too. So if we come on through here, you will see that we have the Linkzzey carpet right here. This is like kind of like a smaller little subsection that we have. This is not an automated storage room. We come down here. This is where we keep all of our shulker boxes. If we ever need like an extra shulker boxes, we could just kind of like grab whatever we need, launch our way out, and get on with our business if we ever need more shulker boxes. If not, we could just like kind of chuck everything back. So we got a lot of shulkers here. Got the Linkzzey carpet right here. Supposed to be like kind of like a spirit wolf. These little sections right here. This is where we keep like a lot of like our buttons, signs, fences, gates, walls, just like little decorative pieces. Over here is where we keep all of our light sources, stained glass. This is subject to change as well. You know, we never know what we'll end up actually doing here. We got these little fountains here to kind of take up a little bit of space there too. We come up through here, go up through the water, and I'll show you guys the wheat field, which is supposed to be our very first actual large build. I think, if I'm not mistaken, this wheat field is about 10,000 wheat. This thing was a lot of fun. We got a little bit of a windmill, barn, silo. Lots of wheat, lots of scarecrows, hay bales to kind of add to this whole like area. And we'll walk through here as well. We built this pumpkin patch here actually on Halloween. Just like this was supposed to be like a little bit of a style of like our Halloween build and stuff like that. We felt like we just needed a little bit of a pumpkin patch. We have the dividing wall right here that divide the pumpkin patch with the wheat field. These lights will all turn on at night. They all have daylight sensors above them to kind of like light our way. Then you can kind of see everything as we go. We've got a little fish pond over here if you ever want to do any fishing. Nice little tree up through there. We'll throw our chest plate on now. No, we got the inside of there. That's where we keep a lot of our extra hay bales. We got ourselves the barn right here. Coming on through here, I'll show you guys the wool farm. So we kind of made a little bit of we terraformed our way through here, give it a really cool effect. We'll head out that way after. This is our wool farm. Wanted to go with the design of the rainbow basically, and to go along with the rainbow across here. Obviously, we weren't going to arch it. We could have arched it, but we didn't. We have these clouds. These clouds are supposed to help light the ceiling a little bit so it's not so dark and dingy in here. But these clouds right here are supposed to look like they're passing by the rainbow. And of course, we have Jeb, commanding chief. He oversees all the operation around here. Make sure everything's running smoothly. We got two of every single color on each side, so we actually have 4. So we have like the 2 blues, and then another 2 blues on this side. So it's about 32 little pods. And it's a super straightforward design, basically. It just runs off of dispensers with observers to basically observe when the sheep eats the piece of grass. It will trigger an observer that will trigger the dispenser that has the shears in it that will shear it and then automatically pick it up. This is where we make a lot of our banners right here. So we got all kinds of banners in this world. From like different kinds of redemptions and whatnot. Got the reindeer. We got the Knot Chapel one. We got the skull banner. We got a lot of this kind of stuff over here. just for a little bit of extra, you know, decoration and stuff like that. But yeah, this farm was a lot of fun. We wanted to have, you can see that we like faded the glass down, give us a little bit more of that feel that we're kind of floating there. All right, if we go down through here, we've terraformed this entire area right here. So I'll show you guys this. There's a lot of detail packed into this area, so we'll do our best. We wanted to build out these crazy looking giant mushrooms to kind of add a lot of color to this area. We've got a little bit of like a pathway down here. We built out these trees. These trees are probably some of the best trees I've ever built. It's an ongoing thing. We've got like some golden apples up in the trees and like regular apples and whatnot. This is our horse stable. I'll show you guys this. We got a little donkey who's pulling a little cart with all the hay, all that kind of stuff. We got a bird up there pooping, creating a huge mess. But this is the horse stable area. A little bit of a different design. So we wanted to use like bells to kind of add a little bit of color. You can see that like our lanterns are kind of like the way that it goes. It's just a little bit more of like a flow to it. You know, it kind of goes up, down, kind of like that. We wanted to use the deep slate too. Kind of add a little bit more of a cool vibe to this whole area. They all have cauldrons and food and all that kind of stuff. We can utilize our shears, and we have our anvils right there. If you look at these smithing tables, actually, those look like they can actually take the horseshoes off the horse. So that's kind of like why those are there. Got these two pigs hanging out here. Pig Newton, Pig Champ, both hanging out. They're on leads that it's attached to underground, so they can't really move from this area. We have all these hay bales back here. It's just kind of like an extra storage area. But we really wanted to create obviously a safe place. So we got the carpet above all these things so nothing could spawn in here. But we wanted to create like obviously that overgrown vibe, like that mossa biome, like almost like we're completely in a different biome over here. So if we come through here, you guys can see all the stuff that we have. We've got all kinds of detail packed into here. So we got like some beehives. We got a little bit of like bamboo growing in the background, a little bit of beetroots, guys sitting on logs. We have this broken log right here that spills out with water. We come up into here. There's like a little pond in here. And then it spills the water out. Over here, this is like a little waterfall that we have set up over there. We built a log that goes across here. We also added in the podzol to kind of make it look a little bit more like worn down and stuff like that with the glow vines and obviously the mist of the water falling down there. We have ourselves another mushroom right here. A little swing underneath it. That was a pretty cool build. Another little thing, all kinds of trees, little camping site, little campfire area there. More wheat kind of set aside. So over here we have these crystal caves right here, where we have a minecart that basically filters out these. This is supposed to be going back and forth here to kind of create a little bit of a movement back here. So we have a log that's kind of set up in here, and this little minecart that kind of goes back and forth for the crystal caves. Make it look like there's geodes within the mountain and stuff like that. If we can continue on through here, I'll show you guys the where we get all of our ink sacs and everything like that. Underneath us right here, this is not a fully done out design, obviously. This is very, very crude. If we go down here, this is our squid farm. We got our lapis, our coal blocks. We got our sugarcane up in here and everything like that. You can see the transition of the sugarcane from the river biome to the mesa biome, actually. But above us, if you guys can hear that, you can hear all the squids dying above us. And then all of the ink sacs, they just get collected through here. If we're ever in the area working and stuff like that, all of our ink sacs will get collected through there. All right. I'll show you guys the very first thing that we ever built in this world. Not something I'm very proud of, but I'm not going to tear it down because honestly, it's just nostalgic at this point. But this is our skelly grinder. This is our very first way that we ever got experience in this world. I wanted to basically build something where you could see the skellies going up and over and then falling down. I wanted to see how the farm kind of works. Basically, if there's a skelly spawner down below and a zombie spawner down here. So this is where we got our arrows in the very beginning of the game. So do this, go all the way down here. This is our kill chamber, where we used to get all of our bone meal, our bones, everything like that. Obviously, it's been cleared out since. But yeah, if we stick around down here long enough, you'll actually see all the skellies falling down. Bed, clock, because I was super paranoid when I first started this world. But I think that's pretty much about it, right? I don't think we've missed anything. That is all we've accomplished within the first 8,000 days of hardcore Minecraft. For the next up-and-coming projects, we got some really cool stuff basically planned out for that. So we're going to head on over here. And I'll show you guys the firework display where we're going to end off. We're going to watch a big firework show. So this is where our firework building facility is. Where we got the fireworks on one side, fireworks on the other side. This is where we test out all the fireworks. You press like a button, you can kind of see like what they would look like before we actually trigger the effects, because there's all kinds of different effects that you can do with fireworks. All that kind of stuff. Then we've got extra fireworks, paper, gunpowder, all of our dyes, and all of the stuff to make like the special effects and stuff like that. Okay. Well, thank you guys for being here for 8,000 days. I appreciate every single one of you guys. We get to watch the fireworks show. Next up, 9,000 days, and then 10,000 days. And we're gonna keep it going. It's a pretty cool feeling, chat. I'm not gonna lie to you. Oh, now we get to see the moon coming down. I hope it lasts. Yo, I hope you guys all enjoyed the video. If you guys want more content, don't forget to like and subscribe to the YouTube channel. If you guys want to see that daily live streams over on Twitch, remember we stream it every single day at 1:30 Pacific Standard Time. If you guys want to get yourself a place inside the Hall of Fame and start building up your plot, that's all done through the Twitch chat. You guys can also immortalize to get your place in this world as well. That's a pretty surreal feeling. You guys will see a lot more content coming from me for YouTube, such as building tips and lore videos, because there's a lot of lore that goes into this world, a lot of storytelling. And I want to say thank you guys if you guys have made it to the very end of the video. And I'll see you guys all in the next one. You know, my cake, dude.